Just gonna be as tall with y'all and honest with y'all as possible, especially my young kings, my youngins, my young G's out there. Y'all gonna have to really get into these books, man, and really be intentional in how you look up people on the internet, because the dumb shit is what's getting pushed forward. A lot of these older generation niggas is just dumb. I'm gonna keep tall with you. A lot of them are just dumb, and they want you to be dumb too, so they give you dumbass advice so that you can follow them, so that they cannot feel dumb and you in the same situation as them. And the fact is, just two dumb people. You understand what I'm saying? You're gonna have to be intentional. Like, there are very intelligent people that run podcasts, that run TikTok channels, that run Instagram channels, but you're gonna have to read to be able to get those names so you can look them up intentionally, so you can go directly to them. They're not being suggested. The reason for that, of course, we understand the ignorance is what sells, and the ignorance is what the powers that be want us to stay steeped in. They want us to perpetuate a cycle. These CEOs have gone in front of Congress and admitted to as much. So we have to be intentional, because a lot of these dudes, I'm telling you, they just sound smart to equally dumb people. I want to be nicer, but I can't, because it's just honest. I'm just being completely tall with you. Like, they sound smart to uninformed people, and they want you to be just as dumb as they are. A lot of these people who we call uncles and that helped raise a lot of us, there comes a time when we have to realize that a lot of the people that helped raise us are either uninformed or, to be frank with you, pieces of shit. So we have to divest from a lot of that stuff that they told us, so that we can break that cycle and that we can start to understand what is fruit and what's bullshit. You understand what I mean? We have to be able to understand that, and books really help us with that. So we have to be intentional on looking up the intelligent people to follow, the intelligent paths to look on, and not just take these second and third hand information. A lot of times, like when I was young, I was raised to be told that the Black Panther Party was homophobic, and that was the way to be a man, and that Malcolm X was homophobic, and that was how to be a quote unquote real man. It wasn't until I started reading books that I understood that Malcolm X and Huey P. Newton actually stood against homophobia, and they never said that that's how to be a man. So the people who told me that were full of shit, and I have to understand that. And it's a lonely feeling when you have to understand that some of the people that helped raise you or that raised you completely are full of it. And I'm not here to blame people, because uninformed people lead other uninformed people. But what I'm saying is, it's our responsibility to understand that, to digest that, and then to figure out a way to get away from that, because I can't keep perpetuating that ignorant cycle to my children, to the next generation, because we'll never be able to get anywhere. And these babies and these women, they need us to be more conscious of our decisions and our thinking, and to raise our consciousness level so that we can become more adept and more capable of leading, and either leading or being led to better situations. You understand what I mean? So we have to do it. I mean, I've gotten caught up on the ignorant shit on TikTok before, on the random videos of pranks in the quote unquote hood and all this other stuff. But we also have to take the time to be intentional, to look up some good gems, so that we're not just sitting here doing dumb shit over and over again. I'm just tired of seeing it, man. I'm tired of seeing the youth be pushed into the dumb shit by the elders who are supposed to try to keep us away from it, but they don't, either because they can't, because they don't understand, or they do understand and they just don't give a fuck. That's just to be honest with you. Some of them don't care about us, and they rather them have company on that couch of dumbass decisions than to look at somebody younger than them making decisions that are better fit and more well-rounded than they made at that age. They rather just have company on the dumbass decision train. You know what I mean? I'm sorry for cussing, but like I said, this is a message for the young kings out there. So I got to be direct with y'all, because the around the way stuff don't work. You know what I mean? I got to talk directly to you. So what I'm saying is, we have to read these books. We have to. These celebrities are not going to lead us to anything other than their pockets. So we have to be able to read ourselves and become independent thinkers. And when we become independent thinkers, we also have to be verified thinkers. What I mean by that is, you can't just come up with some random shit and say I'm an independent thinker without any kind of verification on it, and then be pushing that. Nah, we got to be able to understand. We got to be able to research, read intentionally, take notes, go back, read again. We have to be able to do these things. If we don't, We're just going around and around in a circle. And I promise you, everyone around us is tired of seeing us going around in these circles. That I can guarantee you. That I can promise you. So I'm sorry if I'm talking. I know usually I talk a little more, easy and things like that, but I got to be direct because this shit killing us. It's flat out killing us, and we got to do better. Promise you. And we can do better. That's the thing. It's the age of information. So we can do better. We can find these books that even if they try to ban them, we can find them. We can contact me directly. I can show them to you. I can get them to you. Whatever we need to do, we can figure it out. I promise you. So let's just work together and be intentional, man. And we can get right. I promise you.